Right, my friends. My name is Tiffany. If we have not had the pleasure of meeting yet, welcome to meditation. Thank you for joining me today. I'd like to invite you to find somewhere really comfy to meditate. So I'm going to step back from where I was, and I just have an old couch cushion and an old blanket, nothing fancy. But I like to sit on this because it perches your backside up a little higher than your knees, which will encourage a really nice curvature of your low back. And if you're more comfy staying in your desk chair for your practice, please stay as you are. There's no requirements. We're just here to get cozy. Think about feathering your nest, like if you were a puppy or a baby bird digging into your nest, getting very cozy where you're seated, feeling supported, but also long, energized, and erect through your spine without stiffness or rigidity. It can take a little while to get there. So we'll start to breathe and move a little bit through our sides, building up our torso length. If you start to feel sore in your low back, you haven't built up enough meditation muscles yet, lean yourself back, but instead of leaning back in a back bend, scoot your backside all the way to either the wall or the chair that will be supporting you. And lastly, you're welcome to lie down during your meditations. You'll never see me lying down because I always fall asleep when I do that. But if you have really good self-control and you think you can lie down and not snooze, please feel free to get cozy like that as well. Definitely encourage you to move a little bit before we begin our practice together, for the purpose of getting out any ants in our pants so we feel like we can settle. So I'm simply taking a few torso rotations. I'm just leaning, circling. That can be really nice to warm up your back. Give yourself some energy to sit and breathe. Stretch your arms overhead. Even if you're lying down, you can do this one. Stretch all the way to the sky. Take a little sway side to side. And then lean off to one side, maybe a big lean. Perhaps your bottom arm falls and you stretch way far over. Try that to the other side, a little lean to begin. Check in, see what you enjoy. Then find what feels good. If it's deepening or backing off, do something that's lovely for yourself today. Last but not least, my friends, if you're seated with me, clasp your hands behind your low back, or grab onto a chair behind you and just try to stretch your chin up, your throat, your chest, your navel, and your groin forward, opening your front body. Let's come back to center, getting cozy here, arms resting heavily. Chin tucks back a little bit, so we feel long in the back of our neck. You might feel like you've created like a double chin. That's okay, because we want a long spine. So that moving back in space combats our tech neck that we're dealing with, that chin jutting forward. Tuck it in, lengthen from your crown. Follow me, eyes coming down onto something still on the floor. Something that doesn't have a lot of color or texture or any words, just looking at something pretty bland so you can tune out to the outside world. I close my eyes to little slits, looking through my eyelashes. Things become really blurry and unfocused, and that will definitely help you disconnect and drop in. If you're very safe, you're feeling safe where you are, just close your eyes completely. Welcome, my friends. Thank you for taking this time for yourself today. But you'll notice that everyone appreciates this time you take for yourself because you turn into the very best version of you with this practice of slowing down. I love this quote. I don't have to be doing something to feel worthy. The peace of this moment right here, right now is enough. Every breath is a gift. Presence is so much more rewarding than productivity. Take a moment to be so grateful that we are here together, that we woke up today with this miraculous breath, that we have these jobs to come to, and these times in our schedules that we can pull back and slow down. Now remember that as we breathe and move, we become one, but our differences are what make us beautiful and unique. So we're not all going to be doing the same thing at the same time. Our breath won't move the same way. We don't have any expectations. Let's just approach this as a beginner, treating everything that arises, whether that be sensations in our physical body or emotions, with kindness and compassion. Let's practice together today to better ourselves. We'll breathe together, and in solidarity, we'll move as one, opening our bodies on our in-breath, releasing, softening, and coming back in on the out-breath. Mindful breathing requires just one thing, just for us to pay open attention to our breath, exactly as it is, not to force or change anything, just to be here, be present with your breath. Let's ground ourselves deeply into our space. And note the presence of your room around you. What does your air feel like? What is the quality of it? You have a breeze on you. Is it warm and muggy, or is it really cool and stimulating? I really love to try to do this with our eyes closed so things don't pull our distractions. Just come within, really feel, really sense. What does the air feel like against your skin? What do your feet feel like against the surface that they're on, whether it be your socks or the inside of your shoes, maybe flat on the ground or tucked up against another body part or an article of clothing? How about the rest of your resting body, your backside, your actual back, the back of your legs, whatever's connected to something else? What sensations are here? We're coming within, we're checking in with our bodies. And if you find something that you perceive to be negative, remember that nothing is wrong with the present moment. We're here to hold space for it. Come as you are. Honor yourself as you are in this present moment. There are never any wrong answers to what you discover. And let's draw our attentions together now, my friends, to the natural rhythm of our breath. Just allowing it to be as it is. If we try to make it bigger, we force it into an unnatural rhythm, that can bring in stress. We simply pay attention to how it is. No control, no change necessary. We'll practice observing our breath as it moves in this present moment. Can you notice the pace of your breath? Maybe you'd like to count how long your in and your out breaths are. Can you notice the shift in depth? Allow whatever's happening to happen. You might feel that as you carry on through our time together, the shift comes deeper into your body. We start to deepen our breath. Maybe it comes wider. The shift is happening left to right or front to back. We're becoming more expansive as we take this time to slow down. Simply hold your focus softly on each in-breath and each out-breath. Now, my favorite part, can you find that brief little perfect pause in between your in and out breaths and in between your out and your in? There's this amazing moment of perfect stillness that I like to try to capture in my heart, and my soul, and my mind. Take a mental snapshot. Feel how still and calm your body is between those two breaths. request I have for you today. We all probably have a lot of experience creating to-do lists. Today, can you create a to-be list? Thinking of all the ways that you hope to be, that you hope to feel in the future. Maybe you're hoping to become more centered and content, grounded and aligned, possibly happy and fulfilled. Personally, I'm looking to connect with my breath more frequently and try to move with more grace and ease, slowing down a bit, trying to not stomp as I walk, trying to sit down and rise from places with grace and ease. So let's bring that to our focus. Maybe we start to embody what that will feel like, how that will impact us. Create a to-be list. Practicing the art of presence, grateful presence. It requires hard work. You did a big step today by coming to meditation. There are a lot of intricacies, and every day it feels new. Some days it just feels crummy or like a big challenge, but we're going to make a promise to ourselves that in order to create this new habit of coming within, finding breath, meditating, we take small moments many times. So rather than this big chunk that we so beautifully have together, you'll promise yourself until we get to meet again that we have 30 seconds here or 3 minutes here. Come back. Remember your to-be list. Personally, I like to use specific moments or specific events to remind myself I want to take a minute here to check in. So whether it be when you get in or out of your car, or when you take a bathroom break, or something like when I pick up my cell phone before I turn it on, I'm going to take a moment just to check in with my breath. No judgments, no criticism, just checking in and seeing where I am today. And I hope that you'll have an experience like I do where your mindful check-in moves from one breath. You're like, this feels so good. Why do I want to stop now? Maybe you take 3 or 5 breaths before you move to your next to-do. Just take some time to be. Let's inhale together. A big inhalation full of trust. Trust in the process, trust in the hard work that it will pay off. And an exhalation, releasing any scraps or layers or shreds of anxiety that you're able to let go of. Any thoughts or feelings of discomfort or tension, let them go. And we'll replace those with a sense of calm, breathing in peace and stillness. Releasing anxious energy, thoughts or feelings that are no longer serving us. And sometimes as I breathe, I like to physically shake those off. So you might get a little antsy in your seat. It's just nice to kind of go a shimmy in your shoulders or like a shake in your head. Maybe you flutter your lips as you exhale, like a big, just let go somewhere as you exhale. Feeling your body begin to settle or settle more deeply into a calm state of presence. And as we continue this beautiful ebb and flow, this rhythmic breath work, we feel more confident and alive. We're taking longer, slower breaths in. Exhaling and releasing uncertainty. Breathing in a sense of safety and security. Remember that we're feeling at ease. We're feeling okay with anything that happens or arises. We have no control over what pops up. And it tends to do so pretty quickly when we try to slow down, right? Happens to the best of us. So we just rein our thoughts back in, come back to your breath in your physical body. Remember, we don't have control over this, just like we don't have control over anything that happens in the future. So being in this present moment, the most important place to be, will keep us feeling more, or maybe really calm and connected, really centered in each moment. And hopefully this breath practice that we've done together thus far helps you feel a new sense of energy or vitality, allowing you to connect with yourself more deeply. You might be going inwards and seeing this vast, infinitely dark space within your mind, behind your eyes, within your body somewhere. Settle into that deeper place where your thoughts slow down and really anchor yourself into this present moment. Our thoughts are going to continue swimming around. It's okay. But try to swim around in silence, connected with our breath, drawing in a deep sense of peace and calm. Both body and mind resting in this place of solace and solitude. Taking your time with your breath, being the casual observer. Remember, we are all beginners. None of us have ever been in this second before. So we don't have any judgments or criticisms. When we find ourselves off track and we think about the past or the future, just gently guide your body, your breath, your mind back. Offering yourself your commitment to your betterment, appreciation, and tenderness. Enhancing our awareness of the breath and becoming really well attuned to the fact that it doesn't just nourish our physical body, but this mindful breathing can work wonders for soothing and healing your mental, your spiritual, and your emotional bodies as well. We have a really beautiful long moment to work together today, but even just a few breaths can be life-changing. Will help you reduce stress, positively impact our thoughts, help our mood boost a little bit, increases our brain power. It enhances our quality of sleep, so you can use it anytime, whether it be the middle of the night or on a stressful commute. Breathing to feel more clear, more creative and inspired. Feel like there's this sense of calm washing over the furthest nooks and crannies and corners of your body. If it's really tough for you to stay present for this long, you can envision your breath like a color. It might help you watch your breath. Envision the two threads coming in and send that beautiful color that really feels true to you all through your body. Imagining that once you're filled up with that beautiful color, your whole body is just moving with it, kind of like a jellyfish would move forward and back, side to side, up and down. Your whole body is breathing. Whole body filling as you inhale. Whole body softening and releasing as you exhale. causing this beautiful natural expansion outward as you inhale, drawing inwards as you exhale. Can you reconnect with that perfect little pause, that moment of stillness between the breaths? Are you able to notice the sensations that are alive in your body in that moment? Sometimes there's a little tingling going on. Feel that energy connection if you can notice it. Okay, so I'm going to ask you again to recommit to this practice. Try to find right now a promise to yourself. Do you have meetings all day? Can you find 1 minute or 3 minutes in between your meetings? How about just before you walk into your front door or just before you get into bed? We're going to take this time, whatever time you've promised yourself, make it not just today, but a daily goal to check back in with your breath. Let's pause and take a whole body breath. And who knows how many you'll make time for. Whatever feels good, just go with it. As you breathe, you check in casually, being a curious observer. Notice if there's tension or tightness that you find, and just tenderly hold those areas of your mental, emotional, or physical space. Hold that in your awareness for a few breaths. If that is yearning for release or support, you can see that occurring on each exhalation. You can continue working with that color that you chose earlier to help you keep your focus. Or I like to envision, especially if I need some energy, I'm feeling a little sluggish, and that's why I'm taking the breaths. I like to envision this amazing, radiant white, it's a soft white, not super bright, a soft white light, entering your body through your nostrils and moving to any places that are calling for your attention. Holding that light, that soft sense of warmth, comfort, and support on your attention. Maybe it's wrapped around your heart or your mind for a brief second. And as you exhale, envision some of that tiredness or stagnancy being released. You can repeat with your body, your heart, or your brain part as often as you need, really being snuggled and nurtured by that soft, radiant light. Until your discomfort, your tightness is lessened, or maybe it's dispersed altogether. You feel a little bit more buoyant and energetic. We envision this pure, white, beautiful light filling your lungs as you inhale. See it move out through all the branches of your lungs and really help you radiate your chest open. Tension is being carried away by that beautiful, strong light as you exhale. And then when you're done your practice, just take a moment to note what has shifted, what has changed, what's still very much present for you. And just remember that we don't have to have this proper meditation setting to commit to our practice. So even unconventional settings, if you ride a bus to work and it's pretty noisy or rumbly or bumpy, you can still commit to your practice right there. I'm really trying hard while I'm waiting in the line at the grocery store to take that time to be really present. And remember, I said my goal, my future to-be list was to find grace and ease. So I'm trying to stand softly yet erect like we do for our meditation practice. Soften face, soften shoulders, soften belly, so you can really take the time that you've been given, taking that opportunity to breathe and fill your body. Even while you're walking or running, while you're exercising, you can work on this promise to yourself. So remembering that our habits are formed by small moments and lots of repetition of those small moments. And before you know it, you'll be craving your brain break, your breath opening awareness break. As we start to wrap up our formal practice together today, take a moment to move a little bit through your extremities. Maybe flex or point your feet, scrunch your toes if you have room and open them really wide. And then do the same for your hands. Open and close your fingers. Maybe circle around in your wrists, or feel free to stretch up and around. Keep your eyes downcast or closed. How does your body feel? You're really aware of your body right now, taking this precious time to move and stay with what is. Can you carry some of this awareness with you as you move throughout your day, staying present with your body? Roll your shoulders a time or two. Move around a little bit through your neck as you slowly begin the process of awakening. And together, let's finish with placing one hand, doesn't matter which one, on our heart and one hand on our belly. And offer yourself feelings of support. Remember that promise that you made. Really honor your body. Honor your beautiful health. Honor your wellness, mental and physical, by keeping this commitment to yourself to recheck in with our breath as it is, no forcing, no change required. Offer yourself comfort. Offer yourself kindness. A big, beautiful breath in. As we take this last inhalation together, let your eyes open slowly. As you exhale, palms meet at heart center. Tuck your chin to your chest, bowing down in a sign of appreciation for yourself, for the commitment you made to better yourself today. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to lead you. My light honors yours. As we breathe and move and practice, we become one. And in that, I say namaste.